Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Lakers announce Rui Hachimura news before Magic game. The Los Angeles Lakers will look to snap their two-game losing streak when they face the Orlando Magic on Monday night, marking the start of a four-game road trip. The Lakers have struggled over the past few weeks, managing just 3 wins in their last 8 games, with injuries playing a significant role in their inconsistent performances. Expectations were high for LeBron James and Rui Hachimura to help turn things around after returning from injuries on Saturday night. However, despite having one of their healthiest rosters in weeks, the Lakers suffered a crushing 146-115 defeat to the Chicago Bulls, dropping to 43-27 on the season. Hachimura, who had been sidelined since February 27 with a knee injury, admitted after the game that he is still not at 100% and may require additional rest before fully recovering, via NBA reporter Mark Medina. Now, ahead of the matchup against Orlando, the Lakers have listed him as questionable with left patellar tendinopathy on their latest injury report. It remains uncertain whether the 27-year-old forward will play on Monday, but the Lakers are expected to manage his workload carefully to ensure his health heading into the playoffs. So far this season, Hachimura is averaging 13.1 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 1.5 assists, while shooting 50.4% from the field and 40.7% from beyond the arc. Since being acquired from the Washington Wizards midway through the 2022-23 season, Hachimura has become a key part of the Lakers' rotation. With 12 games left in the regular season, the Lakers sit fourth in the Western Conference, trailing the second-seed Houston Rockets, 46-26, by 2 games. LA will aim for a strong finish as they continue their push for an 18th NBA championship. NBA rumors, the player LeBron James asked to be in Luka Doncic trade. There was one player from the Dallas Mavericks that LeBron James wanted the Los Angeles Lakers to include in the blockbuster trade for Luka Doncic, Markieff Morris. Markieff's brother Marcus revealed this info on an episode of Kevin O'Connor's podcast on March 18. He explained James' stance. The part about it I don't think a lot of people see is that Keith and Luka have a really good relationship. Like, a really good relationship, Marcus said at the 7:32 mark. So I think that they probably noticed that and they wanted Luka to feel better going to a new place where you have somebody who has been a teammate. Also Dorian Finney-Smith has been Doncic's teammate. Maxi Kleber. So I think that really helped. Also Keith played there, so the Lakers really wanted him to come. Bron asked for him to come. It is an interesting explanation for Marcus Morris to have, considering his brother's strong connection with Luka Doncic and LeBron James. It is logical for the Lakers to bring the forward back to the Lakers, taking into account his impact in the team's title run in 2020. Markieff played a limited role in the Lakers' rotation, averaging 4.7 points and 1.6 rebounds after 7 appearances. However, his experience and ability to help Doncic adjust to life in Los Angeles speaks importance to how the team succeeded since the trade. Los Angeles has a 42-27 record on the season, holding the 4th spot in the Western Conference standings. They are 0.5 games behind the Denver Nuggets and 2.5 games behind the Houston Rockets. Following Saturday's loss to the Chicago Bulls, the Lakers will look to rebound in their next matchup on the road. The Los Angeles Lakers will embark on a 4-game road trip that carries them through the end of March, but they will do so without a recent standout on their roster. Bronny James will not be on the Lakers' active roster for the trip as the team made the decision to assign him to South Bay in the G-League. South Bay has 2 regular season home games remaining on their schedule on Monday and Tuesday. They are currently 13-17 and in 10th place in the standings, and set to miss out on the playoffs. That means these upcoming South Bay home games will be the final time fans will get to see Bronny James in G-League action. Bronny James has been part of the Lakers' active roster, and he recently had a career night during the team's loss to the Milwaukee Bucks this past week. With the Bucks game being the second night of a back-to-back, the Lakers opted to sit most of their main rotation. That allowed James to play key minutes off the bench, finishing with a career-high 17 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists and 1 blocked shot in 30 minutes of play. He shot 7 of 10 from the field and 2 of 4 from the three-point line. Following the game, James spoke about how his confidence has grown since the beginning of the season. "I've gained my confidence and getting my comfortability over just reps and getting out there and taking advantage of my opportunity if it was given," James said. "Just being ready at all times. I think that's the biggest thing for me is the stay-ready games, practices, and stuff like that. Taking advantage like I did tonight." James has played in a total of 9 games for South Bay during the G-League regular season portion of the schedule. He was averaging 20.6 points, 5.0 rebounds, 5.0 assists and 1.7 steals with splits of 43.1% shooting from the field, 36.1% shooting from the three-point line and 80% shooting from the free throw line. As far as his NBA career, James has suited up in 23 games for the Lakers, playing a little over 5 minutes per game. His playing time has largely been reserved for when the game has already been decided. But there have been times when he's been called upon for meaningful minutes when players have been out of the lineup. From the minute James arrived at Lakers training camp until the present, he's simply strived to learn and put in as much work as he can to get better. "Just going in and working as hard as I can, that's all I can do, just learn. Be open-minded every day," James said. "Coming to work in the morning and being that same level-headed kid just trying to get his work done. But also taking advantage of those reps that I get, and staying level-headed." Magic Johnson puts Lakers on blast for poor defensive performance with playoffs creeping up. On Sunday, Los Angeles Lakers legend Magic Johnson called out the team for a poor defensive effort in Saturday night's loss to the Chicago Bulls. The Lakers allowed 146 points in a 31-point defeat to Chicago as they dropped their second game in a row. Los Angeles has now won just 3 of its last 9 games and holds the number 4 seed in the Western Conference after being as high as number 2 earlier this month. Despite the recent slide, the Lakers are in a better position than they were in the previous 2 seasons under Darvin Ham, as they ended up in the play-in tournament in both of those campaigns. This season, the Lakers seem poised to land a top 6 seed and potentially even a top 4 seed if they close things out strong. LeBron James returned to the lineup for the Lakers on Saturday, but his presence didn't lead to a win. James finished with 17 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals and 5 turnovers while shooting 7-for-16 from the field. He was one of 4 Lakers in double figures against Chicago, as Jackson Hayes, 10 points, Austin Reeves, 25 points, and Luka Doncic, 34 points, were the Lakers' other leading scorers. All 5 starters for Chicago scored 10 or more points, and 7 Bulls players overall reached double figures in Saturday's contest. The Bulls were led by Kobe White, as he finished with 36 points on 12 of 17 shooting, 6-for-9 from 3. Mattis Buzelis also had a big game for Chicago, as he dropped 31 points on 12 of 18 shooting and poured in 5 shots from beyond the arc. Saturday's loss was a bit of a concerning showing from the Lakers, as Chicago is just the number 9 seed in the Eastern Conference and facing an uphill battle to make the final playoff field this season. Hopefully, it will serve as a wake-up call for LA. While Johnson clearly wasn't happy with the Lakers' defensive effort in the loss, Los Angeles is still number 13 in the NBA in defensive rating this season. James, Doncic and the Lakers will look to get back in the win column on Monday night against the Orlando Magic. Orlando is currently fighting for play-in positioning in the Eastern Conference and has won just 4 of its last 12 games. And you, fan? What do you think about Magic Johnson's situation? Write to us in the comments.